Welcome, gentlemen, to the first week of Flames this season. We won't waste time. We'll just start straight away. This is the international set, just to be sure. The far, far away section of the Universal Studios in Singapore theme park has blank, 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 giant journey, an outdoor roller coaster where the adventure is atop a giant beanstalk and the individual goes in search of the precious golden eggs. What three words a 2011 animated film that was a spin-off of the Shrek film series and an adaptation of a fairy tale about an anthropomorphic cat fills in the blank? Ten seconds. Tim.
Pass.
Vinayak?
Puss in Boots.
That's correct. Puss in Boots. Give me a second question. Inspired from the world of children's literature, what nickname does biathlon athlete Katie Wilhelm have based on her hair and sporting headgear?
Redhead. Redhead.
No, sorry, no. Roderick?
Oh, pass.
Sam?
Maybe Longstocking?
That was my guess too. No, Vinayak?
Red Riding Hood.
I'll give it to you. It's actually Little Red Riding Hood. So I think that's we've got the yeah. Anyway, the operative words are Red Riding Hood. Yeah. Vinayak, your questions. The Mandela effect refers to widespread false memories that large numbers of people or a group of individuals believe. The famous line from the film, "Greed is good," wasn't actually uttered by the protagonist. What he actually said was, "Greed, for the lack of a better word, is good." From which movie do we misremember this line?
Wall Street.
That is correct. Wall Street. Levan Polka. It's a Finnish song with lyrics printed in 1928 and written by Aino Ketunen to a traditional Finnish polka tune. Which internet meme made it go viral? This is a sound clip with no video. The answer is three words. I need those. Yeah.
It's the cat bobbing its head, like the dancing cat with the guy playing bongos in the background.
Unfortunately, you're a match what my answer is because I didn't set this question. So
Yeah.
I'll just
I can't think of anything.
yeah, Roderick,
No, pass.
Tim,
Pass.
Sam.
Pass.
Yeah, the answer they're looking for is head banging cat. Did you say anything about vibing cat or cat jam? Okay, these are other answers, so I can't give you the points, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think I said those words.
Roderick, yes. Found in Commonwealth countries, what is the name of a biscuit sandwich consisting of a pair of Marie biscuits sandwiching a marshmallow filling coated with chocolate? It may remind you of a song by Bob Dylan, an Old Crow medicine show, or a chart used in cricket showing where a batsman hit the ball.
A wagon wheel.
That is correct. Wagon wheel. The second question. Which painting by Rembrandt, now housed in the National Museum in London, is a depiction of a story from the Book of Daniel? It depicts a feast hosted by a king using artifacts from a looted temple which is interrupted.
Belshazzar's feast.
That is correct. Belshazzar's feast. Sam, your questions?
Mhm.
Chakopsa, as well as its sign language, has its own abugida, that is an alpha syllabary or a pseudo alphabet called Dinli. David J. Peterson constructed the language of which media entertainment franchise?
Star Trek.
Not soundtrack, unfortunately. Tim?
Star Wars.
No. Roderick?
No, pass.
Vinayak?
Is it Dune?
It is Dune.
Wonderful idea.
Yeah. Language of Sam. The title of Iggy Pop's 1977 debut studio album that followed the breakup of his band The Stooges is taken from the title of a 19th century classic that tells the story of the central character of the novel, Lev Nikolaevich Mishkin, a young prince. Identify the album.
Now I'll just say Lust for Life.
Not Lust for Life. Roderick.
No, pass.
Tim.
Pass.
Vinayak.
I'll pass as well.
This is Dostoevsky's The Idiot.
Oh,
Next round, starting with Tim again. Also, the name of a video sharing social media service application for iOS and Android was acquired by Reddit, which internet trend involved users creating and sharing short videos of themselves, lip syncing to audio clips from movies, songs, or other media, often with comedic or creative elements. Ten seconds.
Twitter.
Not so, Roderick.
No, pass.
Sam.
pass.
Vinayak.
Is it Dub Smash?
It is Dub Smash.
Well done.
Oh, very good.
Dub Smash. Yeah. Tim. Which British writer authored the trilogy originally published as an omnibus edition titled The Quest for Carla? Collectively, the trilogy pits the author's most famous creation, George Smiley, against his nemesis, Carla.
Pass.
Roderick?
John le Carre.
That's correct. Vinayak. Between 1956 and 1969, he played 13 NBA seasons for the Boston Celtics. He won the championship every year except 1978 and 1967, and thus became the first NBA player to reach 11 career championships, almost doubling the previous best record of 6. To this day, no one has equaled his record. Which NBA player?
Will Chamberlain?
Not him. Roderick?
No, that was my guess. Pass.
Sam?
Pass.
Tim?
Pass.
I think he passed away last year. Bill Russell.
That's right.
Vinayak, your question. Born Samuel or Sammy Rosenstock, which Romanian poet, essayist, and performance artist wrote under a pen name, which, per one theory, was a pun in Romanian meaning sad in the country. He was one of the founders and central figures of the Dada movement and wrote plays such as The Gas Heart and Handkerchief of Clouds.
I'll pass.
Roderick?
Pass.
Sam?
Pass.
Tim?
Pass.
This is Tristan Zara, one of the founders of the Dada movement. Roderick. Depicting several historical and literary characters, the collection of 100 Ikyo-e woodblock prints by Tsukioka Yoshitoshi is titled 100 Aspects of what celestial object?
The moon.
That is correct. The moon. The former number 2 golfer, Paula Creamer, has earned what nickname from the world of films for a choice of clothing color on the tour circuit?
Barbie.
Not Barbie. That was my guess too. Sam,
I'll pass.
Tim,
I was going to say Barbie as well, so pass.
pass. Vinayak,
Uh,
you're passing?
yeah, I think I'll pass. Yeah.
Not Miss Congeniality, is it?
My guess was
Like
Barbie too.
Mean
It's
Girl or
actually
something.
Pink Panther.
Oh,
Right.
Sam, born in 1968, is married with 2 sons. After several years of the Royal Military Police, he was attached to the SIB, Special Investigation Branch, the plainclothes branch of the RMP. He left the military in 2003 and has been working since then in the civilian security industry. The idea for protagonist grew directly out of his own experiences and those of his military friends who have returned to the civilian world. Is a pseudonym. That was the author biography which first book was published under his name in 2013. The latest book was The Running Grave in 2023.
Jack Reacher.
Not Jack Reacher. Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Vinayak.
I'll pass.
This is J.K. Rowling's other avatar,
Oh,
and the which he wrote The Cuckoo Calling.
okay.
Sam. Which American author wrote The Rosy Crucifixion, a trilogy consisting of Sexus, Plexus, and Nexus? The title comes from a sentence near the end of his controversial 1939 book, Tropic of Capricorn.
Fitzgerald.
Not so, Tim.
Johnson.
Not Johnson. Roderick.
Is it Miller?
It is Miller.
Well done.
Thank you.
Who
Henry
wrote the
Miller.
whose book Tropic of Capricorn was never banned in India because they thought it was a book on geography.
It's not
Timothy,
about geography, I'll tell you that.
Tim, yes. This is a car door that is hinged at the roof rather than the side to open upwards, as pioneered by Mercedes-Benz 300L. First as a race car in 1952, and then as a production sports car in 1954. What are they called, referencing members of the family Larry Day? Five seconds.
Pass.
Sam,
I can't remember. Pass.
Roderick.
Gull wing.
That's
That's
it.
that's gull wings. That is correct. Tim. In baseball, when a batter achieves hits in consecutive games, it becomes a hit streak. A major league streak of over 30 is considered a special achievement, and only 6 players have a hit streak of over 40. Of those, only 1 player has ever broken the half-century barrier. In 1941, playing for the New York Yankees, which legendary baseball player hit an unrivaled 56 hit streaks in one season?
Johnson. I don't know.
Sam?
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Vinayak.
I was hoping someone else would eliminate some guesses, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel sang about him.
Joe
Marlon
DiMaggio.
married him, Joe DiMaggio. Vinayak. A staple food of the Maghreb region, the knowledge and practices pertaining to the production of consumption of what food item in Algeria, Mauritania, Morocco, and Tunisia is inscribed in the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List. The inscription states preparing is a ceremonial process involving several different operations. These begin with cooking the cereal. These begin with growing the cereal, after which the seeds are ground to obtain a semolina that is rolled by hand, steamed, and then cooked.
I think I'll pass.
Sam,
I will pass as well.
Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
Is it couscous?
that is good. Couscous. Vinayak, your next question. Taking its title from a 1972 song of the same name from the album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and Spiders from Mars, which 2022 documentary film about David Bowie, written and directed by Brett Morgan, had its world premiere at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival. It won the 2024 Grammy Award for Best Music Film.
Heroes.
Not Heroes. Sam?
Moon Age Daydream.
That is correct. Roderick, your two questions. What is the name of the internet meme format that typically consists of a series of 4 images arranged in a square, each with progressively more absurd or humorous captions?
I have no idea. Pass.
Sam?
Is it called Galaxy Brain?
Not the answer I have, unfortunately. Timothy?
Pass.
Vinayak?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, unfortunately. I'll pass.
Unfortunately, I have just one answer. It's expanding brain. Oh, yeah, there is Galaxy Brain. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. Sam, that was your answer?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll mark you correct. I'm sorry.
okay.
Okay. Roderick, your next question. Dune 2 is truly inspired. 1988 movie was a heavy influence on Denis Villeneuve's Dune 2, especially Paul Atreides' transformation from a quiet, humble, open figure to a dark, messianic one was akin to that of the protagonist. Directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, which movie is this, which that vividly depicts the Bosozoku subculture in it, one that has a famous slide scene which was copied in numerous films?
Godzilla.
Not Godzilla. Tip?
Portal.
No. Sam?
Akira.
Yes. Akira is next. Okay, Sam, you get your directs. Which Edward Hopper painting depicting 2 women sitting at a dining table in the foreground takes its name from the kind of restaurant they are in? The restaurant is named after a popular dish which in Cantonese means odds and ends and was at that time the hallmark of American Chinese dining.
Nighthawks.
No. Timothy? Tim?
Pass.
Vinayak?
Pass.
Roderick?
Chop suey.
That is correct. Chop suey. Sir, these are automobile doors that rotate vertically at a fixed hinge at the front of the door rather than outward as with a conventional door. What household object is such a door named after?
Hmm.
5 seconds.
Door handle.
No. Tip?
Garage door.
Can you repeat that for me?
Garage door.
No. That's not one of the answers I have. Vinayak?
Pass.
Roderick?
No, pass.
Okay. There are about 6 acceptable answers.
Hmm.
Scissors, flap, wing, beetle wing, turtle, switchblade, swing up doors, upswing doors, Lamborghini doors. I think garage doors is almost the same as swing up doors.
Hmm.
It's not in the list. Tim. An example of the Mandela effect in movies is a line that people remember. Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me? However, the actual line is, Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? From which movie do we misremember that line?
Not sure whether this was a film or not, but Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Not Breakfast at Tiffany's, Vinayak.
The Graduate.
The Graduate.
It's funny, we just had Joe DiMaggio.
Hmm.
The future is plastics. Tim, yes. A New Zealand dessert. What is the name of a cake or log originally made of crushed biscuits, butter, condensed milk, and chewy confections? This dessert should not be confused with Anna Shanta Kumble, the 1999 singer of Mickey. Your time, Tim?
Pass.
Sam?
Pass.
Vinayak?
Pass.
Roderick?
No, pass.
I've never heard of this, something called lolly cake.
I just thought it was Rocky Road, but yeah. Hmm.
Vinayak, yours. Henlinger, the elder speech, is a language of elves and maids. It has its own alphabet called Hen Okina. It was created by David Peterson, for which TV series based on a book series by Andrzej Sapkowski, whose first season debuted in 2019.
The Witcher.
Yes. Witcher should be banned from quizzes. This is like the 15th time I'm saying. Vinayak.
Yeah, Andrei Sapkowski.
Inspired by his smooth gameplay and his ability to blossom under pressure, what filmy nickname does darts player Luke Humphreys have? The titular character he is named after was an anti-establishment prisoner in a Florida prison camp. Ten seconds. Your time,
I'll pass.
Sam?
Cool Hand Luke.
That is correct. Great movie.
Yeah.
Cool hand. Roderick. These are a type of car door sometimes seen on high-performance cars. These doors move up and out via hinges along the A-pillar. Picture shows a Toyota with these doors. What are they called, named after creatures with the scientific name of Lepidoptera?
Butterfly?
Yes, well guessed. Butterfly doors. Your next question. The fact that people remember the line as, if you build it, they will come, is an example of the Mandela effect in movies. The actual line is, if you build it, he will come. Which movie is this a dialogue from?
Field of Dreams.
That is correct. Field of Dreams. Sam. Dash culture in Singapore, community dining and culinary practices in a multicultural urban context, was inscribed in 2020 on the representative list of the UNESCO ICH. What is redacted? The operative term refers to a person who informally sells something in public.
Trader.
Not trader. Tim?
Pass.
Vinayak?
Is it hawker?
Hawker is correct. Called the hawker culture. Essentially street food. Sam. Originally titled 1+1, what is the title of the 1968 color film by Jean-Luc Godard that documents the creative process of a song by the Rolling Stones? The film shares its title with a Rolling Stones song from the album Beggar's Banquet.
Paint it black.
Not painted black. Tim?
Pass.
Roderick?
No, pass.
Vinayak? Vinayak? Have we lost him?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah.
I'll have to, I think that's long enough. I have to pass him now. It's sympathy for the devil. Should we wait for him to come back?
I think
He's
yeah,
back
we
frozen
can.
now.
Hi, sorry, my connection just sort of dropped.
Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
We can hear you now.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we moved on. Sorry about that.
No, that's
Tim,
fine. I was passing anyway.
Tim, yes. Based on a Chinese story, this print depicts which goddess escaping to the moon to rule as a goddess. The name would be familiar from a certain Chinese space program.
Pass. Don't know.
Roderick,
Pass.
Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Chang'e.
that's correct. Shanghai. Tim. Blank is what they would take when hard times open their eyes, saw pain in a new way, high stakes for a new names. These are the initial lines from the lyrics of a song by the Strokes. The song is named after the hallucinogenic drug mentioned in Aldous Huxley's 1937 novel Brave New World. Identify the song, also the redacted word in the lyrics.
I've no idea. Cannabis. I don't know.
Not cannabis. Roderick?
No, pass.
Sam?
I'm gonna kick myself, but I can't remember. Pass.
Okay. Vinayak?
Soma.
Soma.
That's it. Well done.
So, Vinayak, yours. Created by Glenn Larson, this science fiction media franchise began as a TV series in 1978. The premise of the series is that a group of planets known as the 12 colonies have been colonized by humans and are engaged in a lengthy war with a cybernetic race. What pair of roller coasters at Universal Studios Singapore is named after this sci-fi series? Blank blank, human versus cyclone.
No clue. I'll pass.
Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam.
Pass.
This is Battleship Galactica.
Oh,
Vinayak. Another 1988 movie that inspired Denis Villeneuve to make Dune 2 was a film whose protagonist is also riddled with fear, doubt, depression, reluctance, and visions that are bigger than him. Most of these characteristics are akin to those of Paul Atreides' Villeneuve sites. Which movie is this which triggered massive protests and attacks by integralists and whose poster you see here?
The Exorcist.
Not The Exorcist. Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam.
The Last Temptation of Christ.
Nice answer. Yes.
Great
The
answer.
Temptation of Christ. Roderick. Orcish, the language of the ox. Draenei, the language of the eponymous species. And a common unused language meant to be used for the humans. These were the fictional languages constructed by David Peterson for which 2016 action fantasy film based on a video game series of the same name.
No, pass.
Tim,
Pass.
Sam,
Warcraft.
that's correct. Warcraft. Except any answer is Warcraft in it. Roderick, yours. The 1980 song by the Joy Division was inspired with the title of a 1970 short story collection. It was later published in the US under the title Love and Napalm, Export USA. Some of the storylines included in this work were Plan for the Assassination of Jacqueline Kennedy, Why I Want to F Ronald Reagan, Crash, and others. Identify the author, several of whose works have been adapted into films, such as by David Cronenberg, Ben Wheatley, and others.
William Burroughs.
Not Burroughs. Tim,
Pass.
Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
Empire of the Sun, Reggie Ballard. Sam. In the final act of the famous kabuki play, Kanadihon Chushinjura, the treasury of royal retainers, this group of lordless samurai avenged the death of their master. This print titled Dawn, Moon, and Tumbling Snow shows Kobayashi Heihachiro, who fought as a samurai against this group of lordless samurai. Also known as the Akko incident, this event is known by what numerical name? Also the title of a 2013 Carl Rinsch film starring Keanu Reeves.
47 Ronin.
That is correct. Sam. Similar to the German Kremschnitt, I'm sorry about that, and the Greek Galactoborico, the Australian vanilla slice, colloquially known as the snot block of phlegm cake, contains what primary filling?
Hmm. No, I think this is big enough. But cream?
Not cream. No.
No.
Tim,
Custard?
custard is right.
Well done.
Did not give me an option, so I allowed it. So open the account, Tim. And you get 2 questions. Kimchi, an integral part of Korean cuisine, is listed twice in the UNESCO ICH. One as tradition of kimchi making in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and dash making and sharing kimchi in the Republic of Korea. What 7-letter word is used for the process of making kimchi, a communal activity shared with family and friends?
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
Kim Jang. Correct. Tough one, sorry.
Hmm.
David Starr, Space Ranger, the first novel in the Lucky Star series, 6 juvenile science fiction novels written by which prolific author under the pseudonym Paul French, first published in January 1952. The author had written books on a variety of subjects, including history, literature, the Bible, science fiction, etc.
Chaucer?
Not that. Roderick,
Is it C.S. Lewis?
not C.S. Lewis. Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
it should have been science fiction first. Isaac Asimov.
Oh,
Vinayak. One of Van Gogh's earliest masterpieces, which painting did he consider to be his best work from his time in Newnan? It depicts the de Groot's family gathered around a table, painted in muddy and dark tones that resemble a dusty produce the painting derives its name from. So we want the name of the painting.
coffee.
No. Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam,
Is it the potato eaters?
that is correct.
Very good.
Potato eaters. Vinayak. What name is given to John Dos Passos' trilogy comprising the novels The 42nd Parallel, 1919, and The Big Money? The trilogy covers the historical development of American society during the first 3 decades of the 20th century.
The USA trilogy.
That is correct, yes.
Hold on.
So
Very
the
good.
USA trilogy.
Yeah.
Roderick. Long before Kokona Hiraki and Sky Brown earned their silver medals at the tender age of 13, one child star took home a gold medal at the controversial 1936 Berlin Olympics. This American star was 13 years old and 268 days old when she brought home gold in the 3-meter springboard discipline in diving. Name her. Who is she?
Johnson.
Not Johnson. Tim,
Pass.
Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
Marjorie Gestring. Roderick. An integral part of the country's cuisine, lavash was inscribed in 2014 on the representative list of the ICH of Humanity. Which country's expression of culture is the preparation, meaning, and appearance of this traditional bread?
Israel.
Not Israel. Timothy. Tim,
Germany?
not so. Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak.
Pass.
This is Armenia.
No.
Sam, yours. Universal Studios Singapore, Southeast Asia's first and only Universal Studios theme park, is located on which island of the southern coast of Singapore?
No, I can't name any. I'll pass.
Tim,
No, pass.
Roderick,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
Sentosa. Sam. Given Dune 2 setting, this 1962 film was an obvious and the biggest inspiration behind Villeneuve's masterpiece. It directly inspired Frank Herbert's book and is also about a man who fell in love with a different culture and at the end betrays that culture. With colonialism at the heart of this movie, which film is this that won the Oscar for Best Film and Best Director?
Hmm.
5 seconds.
No, I don't know. Zulu.
Timothy,
I don't know, pass.
Roderick.
Is it Lawrence of Arabia?
That is correct. Yes.
Oh,
Nice,
well,
nice answer. Tim, Magnuk, meaning great tongue, was a language of the giants that was only used for one line. Skroth was an unused language created for a group of murderous dead beings. Asai, Lazarid, and Gurna Mhor were other unused languages, the latter for the children of the forest. All these languages were constructed by David Peterson for which entertainment entity?
Disney?
No. Roderick,
No, pass.
Vinayak,
Game of Thrones.
that is correct. Game of Thrones. Tim. Another film that inspired Denis Villeneuve's Dune 2 is a 1966 movie about identity and the intricate relationship between reality and dreams. This movie too uses imagery and visions and most incredibly, close-up of the actors. Which movie?
I
I
don't
said
know, pass. Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam,
Pass.
Vinayak.
Pass.
This is Persona.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, the
Vinayak.
image threw me off.
The Joy Division song titled Dead Souls is inspired from an 1842 novel that tells the story of the travels and adventures of Pavel Ivanovich Chichikov and the people he encounters. Identify the author of the 1842 work. In 5 seconds.
I'll pass.
Tim,
Pass.
Roderick,
Google.
that is correct. Nikolai Gogol. Vinayak. The Cruffin is a Melbourne, Australia created pastry, which is a hybrid of a muffin and blanc. It follows a trend set by what other hybrid created by Dominique Ansel a French pastry chef. Time magazine named it as one of the 25 best inventions of 2013.
Uh,
5 seconds.
Beagle.
Not so. Tim,
I don't know. Pass.
Roderick,
No, pass.
Sam.
Cronut.
Can you repeat that?
Cronut.
Yes.
CRONUT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just want to be sure. I
Yeah.
thought I heard you said cronut. Roderick. Founded by the three Bachman brothers, Randy, Robbie, and Tim, and Fred Turner, which author derived his pseudonym from the Canadian rock band Bachman Turner Overdrive. He has published 8 books under this name as of date.
Robert Bachman.
I'll need the name of the who uses this pseudonym.
No, I can't work it out. Pass, pass.
Tim,
Pass.
Sam,
Stephen King.
that is correct.
I get it now, yeah.
Yeah, Stephen King. Yeah. Roderick. What name is given to Cormac McCarthy's trilogy of novels? All the Pretty Horses, The Crossing, and Cities of the Plain. The trilogy revolves around the coming of age and adventures of 2 young cowboys. It is mainly set in the region straddling the southwestern United States and Mexico.
No Country for Old Men.
That's not it. Tim,
I don't know. Pass.
Vinayak,
I can't remember. I'll pass.
Sam.
I can't remember either. Pass.
It's called the Border Trilogy. Sam, your questions. This is gaming slang for a person or thing that causes everything to go wrong for everyone else, usually in some extraordinary fashion. It originates from the online multiplayer video game World of Warcraft, where this was the username of player Ben Schultz, often expressed as he pulled a blank blank on us. Fill up the blanks.
Leroy Jenkins.
That is correct. Leroy Jenkins. Sam, what nickname did the rugby union player from Ireland, Keith Wood, have due to his resemblance to the famous character from a media franchise?
No idea. Um,
Your time?
The Thing.
No. Tim?
I don't know. Pass.
Roderick?
Pass.
Vinayak?
Pass.
This is from Uncle Fester from the Adams Family.
Oh, yeah.
Tough one. Tim, your last 2 direct questions. Which painting by Norman Rockwell is part of a series inspired by the 4 freedoms from Franklin Roosevelt's 1941 State of the Union address? It first appeared in the Saturday Evening Post in 1943 and has come to represent the abundance of the American Thanksgiving Day spread, which was not appreciated by war-torn Europe at the time.
Pass.
Roderick,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Freedom from want.
that's correct.
Nice.
Freedom from want. Tip. Film by director Martin Scorsese. What is the title of the documentary film about and then advertised as the band's Fable concert appearance? The concert had the band joined by several special guests. Five seconds.
Pass.
Roderick,
Pass.
Vinayak,
Pass.
Sam.
Pass.
This is the last words. Vinayak, your direct. This is an automobile door hinged at its rear rather than the front. Such doors were originally used on horse-drawn carriages, but are rarely found on modern vehicles, primarily because they're less safe than a front hinge door. As seatbelts were not in common use at the time, the risk of falling out from the car and into traffic was high. Hence the name. What are they called?
Suicide doors.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Suicide doors. This ukiyo-e print is called Rising Moon over Mount Nanping and depicts Chinese statesman and warlord Cao Cao. I think that's not how it's pronounced. Who rose to power towards the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, crossing the Yangtze River before the decisive Battle of the Red Cliffs. Which 14th century historical novel by Luo Guangzhong depicts the rise of Cao Cao?
Journey to the West.
One sec. Let me see what is the. No. Tim?
Pass. Don't know.
Roderick?
The water margin.
Good guess. No. Sam?
Pass.
The other one is Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Right.
Had to be one of the four.
You've got to learn the list.
Yeah. Roderick, yes. This is a representative image of an indoor roller coaster ride in the ancient Egypt section of Universal Studio theme park, inspired from a movie franchise, the 1999 iteration of which starred Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and others. What is the four-word title of the ride that requires the individual to be prepared to get plagued on all sides by huge firewalls, swarms of scarab beetles, among other things?
Curse of the Mummy.
Not the Curse of the Mummy. Tim?
Pass.
Sam?
No. Pass.
Vinayak?
Pass.
This is, in fact, the Return of the Mummy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Revenge.
Revenge of the Mummy. So, they're also confusing. Roderick, yes. American Utopia, a 2018 studio album by David Byrne, founding member of the band Talking Heads. The film version of the Broadway show David Byrne's American Utopia that was released in 2020 was produced and directed by which Academy Award winning director, producer, and screenwriter? His 1893 student film Joe Bed-Stuy Barbershop, We Cut Heads, is a 1983 student film that won a Student Academy Award.
Tim Burton.
Not so. Tim?
No. Pass.
Sam?
No. Pass.
Vinayak?
Pass.
Tough one. Spike Lee.
Oh.
Last two questions, and there's still a chance of an upset.
Hmm.
Sam, yes. In 1972, after winning the French Open, the US Open, and Wimbledon, she became the first woman named by Sports Illustrated as Sportsman of the Year. Sportswoman of the Year. In 1973, she achieved something remarkable which has never been achieved before or since. Who is she?
Billie Jean King.
That is correct. Okay. The last question here goes. Collective memory with the aid of media remembers this line as, "Please, sir, may I have some more?" However, debunking the Mandela effect on that one, the actual line is, "Please, sir, I want some more." This is a line from which movie where the cruel portions were found to be too cruel?
Oliver.
That is correct. Oliver with an exclamation mark. Yeah, so that's your final score.
done.
Very, very close.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for reading.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Thanks
that.
for reading.
It's
Yeah, thanks
all
everyone. Yeah,
done. Bye bye.
Good night, people.
Good night.
all the best.